Hi, welcome to Babe Cave. Come on in. So every shelf and every rack you see is actually owned by a different woman in a small business. I always believe that if you're the smartest person in a room, you're in the wrong room. So providing a space for women, and now we have transitioned into all small businesses, small to medium-sized businesses. Yeah, just finding a place to feel safe and free and creative is where this idea came from. So we have things from snacks, and then over here we have our Made in Guyana corner. So all of the items you see here are actually all locally made, and they are handmade, which is pretty cool. And then you come by over here. As I said, every shelf you see is owned by a different woman in a small business. So we have journals, you can find accessories. This is a reserved shelf, teas, coffees. We have skincare. And then this is Lure by Shiv, which is one of Guyana's biggest local wellness brands. We have baby items. I became a commercial pilot at 20 years old. And I moved back here, and so for a few years of my life, all I did was fly, and it was amazing. It was so rewarding. But then I took a break just to kind of explore life as a woman, as a young person, and see what else may be out there. And that's when I thought of Naked Closet. Naked Closet is the founding business of Babe Cave, and it is Guyana's first online fashion marketplace. So I just wanted to create a space where women had felt safe to buy and list their pieces for sale, and also just make a little extra cash on the side, and I just wanted to see where that goes. And really quickly, I'm going to show you what I like to call our collab room. So our collab room, hi girls, this is Cindy and Kara. So our collab room is just a small space for business owners and really anyone to come by and really get work done, maybe have some coffee, meet people, and chat. I think the biggest struggle I faced in starting up my business is not having a place that felt safe to transact business. I think that it was definitely one of the biggest ones where you would be meeting people at very random places, and obviously real estate in Guyana is pretty high, so being able to afford a place on my own was definitely my #1 struggle. And famously, our merch is here. We do professional skincare from Glow Aesthetics, and if you just follow me around here, we're gonna see wines over here from Bistro. If you have been to Guyana or if you live here, you know Bistro is one of our most popular restaurants, and you can find all of their wines at 30% off at Babe Cave. The pros, as everybody knows, is that you can set your own timing, which is fantastic, and also our business revolves around helping other businesses grow, so it is extra rewarding because it's not just me. And the cons are you think you're not going to have a 9-to-5 job, but then you end up working 24/7. So really personal time and work time, they become merged into one. But I think that once you're passionate about what you do, you don't really work. It's just a little extra effort. Naked Closet, as I mentioned, is Guyana's first online fashion marketplace. Every woman has clothes that maybe you've worn once and you don't know what to do with it, so it just kind of ends up in the back of your closet. And this was a way for me to share my own pieces and also make a little extra cash on the side. And I really wanted to share that with other women in Guyana, just to at least, one, it's extra cash, so that's a certain level of independence that you have now that you wouldn't have had before, and that's how I looked at it. And yeah, that was really my reason for doing it. And then it became an online community where women would just start sharing their stories, and then with every package, we would write notes to each other and just, you know, say, hey, you got this. And it's just a really good reminder that you are not alone, and you do have a community, whether physical or online. It still matters, the fact that you're not alone. So that was the way that Naked Closet happened, and that was my entire hope for it. So that was pretty successful. And then Babe Cave is where we are sitting right now. This is now our physical space. So Babe Cave is Guyana's first collaborative space. It started for women in business, just as a place where women can come together and find affordable business solutions, such as selling your products. We take care of client transactions and all of the things, and also a space where like-minded women can come together and just, you know, exchange ideas. You can find all of your gift items here at Babe Cave. I like to say there's literally a little bit of everything here at Babe Cave. So from wines, outfits, any night out you need, we got you covered. Why Naked Closet? It really is a no-brainer. I really was having a lot of trouble with my identity at the time. I wanted to see who I was going to be without the pressure of flying, without a standard job. And I was like, well, I really do feel very vulnerable and naked as a person. And yeah, it was the reason behind the name. It was not much to that. We even have kids items here. So all of our toys are on these two shelves up here. And then coming down here, these are actually handmade candles made right here in Guyana. So she does candles and scent wax warmers. We have our crystal jewelry. It is 2023. It's time to get really, really well affiliated with crystals from Earthstar. We have designer watches, handbags. They're actually two different brands. I am a very, very sentimental person, so I kept the Naked Closet sign up there. It is just a completely online entity, but I kept the sign up there just because I think that we all need to remember, or at least I feel like I need to remember, you know, where it started and where it came from. So it's always going to be up there. No matter what we do next, Naked Closet is always going to be there's always going to be a little tribute to Naked Closet. We have, these are workwear. A lot of people lack office wear, and this is now one of our most popular clothing racks. It's called Her Empire. Coming back here, more beauty and wellness products. This is from Beautiful by Nature, which is a local skincare brand also, and it's made in Linden, Guyana, which is really, really great. We have jewelry, and since it is January, or I'm not sure when you're going to be posting this, but we do have fitness items as well. I 100% enjoy being my own boss because I also 100% enjoy being my own person. I don't do well with, or I haven't done very well with being told what to do, which is something I'm working on. But I also get the chance to meet so many new people who are also owners of their own businesses, and I think that it brings you to a level of understanding and patience that is unbeatable. We have a little bit of makeup here, a really, really wide range of all authentic brands and makeup. And here we got some of the big blown out jewelry. If you're a makeup artist, you definitely have been to Babe Cave and you know these lashes. This is from Embellish It. So I do not have a shelf or a rack here in Babe Cave. I have always wanted to treat it as a community where people can actually come together, and my main focus is helping or facilitating the growth of these businesses. I believe that we should create an equal playing field, and I want to do that, and I want to really, really focus on ways and solutions on moving businesses forward and having people become more independent. The Crafty Barbicians is a really, really popular brand. They're TikTok famous, and they're known for making seed jewelry. So all of this is actually handmade. This is actually Guyanese gold-filled rings and things like that. These are handmade lipsticks here. Babe Cave is never endgame. It's not meant to be endgame. Babe Cave is meant to be a complete incubation space, is what I call it. So let's say for any businesses, small businesses or medium businesses, the goal of this space is to just provide you an opportunity to, one, have your own space where customers can come, actually interact with your products, and really get to know you as a brand, because we do not have any branding rules. so you can decorate your shelves and, you know, do it as you please with them. Really represent your brand and yourself in whatever way you like, because when it comes to small businesses, anybody could do it, but you're actually selling your dreams and why people should support you. And so it works in the way that we provide affordable business solutions and spaces for you to come by, and then hopefully and 100% you grow and transition into whether you have a bigger section. So these are our smaller shelves. Most people start with these and then they go to the bigger ones and then bigger sections, and then eventually we have had businesses that have actually now created their own stores. So yeah, that's our aim, to just be a space where you can get on your feet and a space for you to grow until you can go on your own and create your own magic in the world. Well, in the future, I think that this is one now just the start for Babe Cave. So yes, I do plan on maybe doing a few more locations, not only in Guyana. I believe that you aim for the moon, land on the stars, and hopefully maybe in the Caribbean, and expand our reach not only to products as we do right now, but also to people in the service industries. So let's say maybe the beauty industry is an eyebrow waxing, lashes, whatever that is. And yeah, just give more people more opportunities. That's what my ultimate goal is. Once you walk into Babe Cave, it's not just a space where you can find products, but you are literally being able to support small businesses, you're being able to support women, young children, and just so much more. There's so much more love and spirit to it. So you're really just being a part of somebody's story, and that's extra special. And bringing you around to Crystal, who is the leader of all things good at Babe Cave. I do not have employees, I have teammates, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I think that, and even when somebody comes in for an interview, there is a thing I say, well, we don't really have titles here, if I'm being honest. I think that everybody works together and we hold each other accountable. They hold me accountable just as much as I do for them. And I think that the way I want our work culture to be is a lot more free. I want people to be able to express themselves, and I think that everybody brings something extraordinarily special to the table, and I want them to be able to share that with not only their own business, with my business, but their own businesses. So for example, we do currently have Crystal, who is one of our senior team members, and she also has just launched her business here in Babe Cave. So yeah, my aim is to not only help small businesses, but also to create an environment where our team members are also free to explore and create their own and grow on their own. Every single person you know and you see has $1 million idea. And I think that the first step is believing in yourself. And yeah, it sounds silly, it may sound mediocre, but the moment you start believing in yourself and your brand and what you can do, you turn on a light. You turn on a light without even knowing it. And people will always be looking. Even if you post something and only 3 people liked it, I promise you 100 people saw it. And just keep believing. Everything in life ebbs and flows, and I think that keeping that focus and saying, I know I can do this because I know that my brand and what I bring to the table is special, that will take you a very, very far away. Put your blinders on and say, I got this, and just keep moving. We're gonna pop around with home decor, and this is a little tour of what exactly we do here at Babe Cave. The thing that I would say to anyone is really to never forget to keep your blinders on and rest when you need to, but keep your blinders on, and if there's something you actually want to do and know that you can bring to the world, then do it, because the world needs more genius ideas. The world needs more of you. So yeah, keep going. My name is Amber Lowe, and I'm an entrepreneur. So as I was saying, a lot of what we do is in the little tiny details. So this is just a little bit of a collection of not only members, but customers and people who have just been supporting Babe Cave for a long time. So we just have our little Polaroids. I think it gives every single person a chance to have a bit of a permanent place in Babe Cave, whether they're members who have grown or customers. I love this idea. So I think it's one of the things as well when guys come in with their partners, or let's say their girlfriends, they just stand and they stare at this wall, and it's just a really good reminder of the fact that you are not alone and you're surrounded by so many people all the time. Yeah, this is our little Polaroid wall, and then behind this says Collab Create, which is actually something that it's a really good story behind this. So this exact painting, this exact cutout was actually when I had Babe Cave started really small. We were about 5 feet in width and let's say 20 feet in length. And that's maximum. It was a very tiny space. And I painted these words on a blank wall that we had. And so when we expanded, I knew that I really wanted these little details to come into our larger space. So we actually cut out, stenciled and cut out the exact painting that I did on that wall, and we pasted it on the glass wall. So if you actually look at it, there are little imperfect details that you could see in the writing, because that's hand painted, and that is a little bit from our smaller Babe Cave that we put in there. I think, as I said earlier, you always need to remember where you came from, how things started, and this is just kind of my way of remembering and hopefully taking that humility and those roots with us wherever we go. Big thing about Babe Cave, as I mentioned earlier, is that we are not just a space where you can come and find products. If you look around our space, you're going to see a little bit of exactly who we are as people and as a community in just little tiny details. So for example, we do have our little photos. This is my little baby, love of my life. His name is Albus. And then over here is a beautiful photo of an event we did this Christmas, 2022. And so basically what we did during Christmas was that we had the largest, thank goodness, the largest holiday market and fair. It was hosted at Pegasus. And so what we do is during Christmas, we give businesses who are not just members of the Babe Cave, but everybody outside as well, to display and sell their products. And it was also a fair where kids could come by and play games and so on. So we had over 500 people attend at that event, and it was just complete magic. We supported over 50 local businesses and services, and it was just fantastic. So we had a life-size gingerbread house and all of that. These are some of our members here. And we are a really, and I mean it, a genuine family. So this is just a little example of who we are as people. This is our little core family group with all the kids as well. Some of these kids were actually born and now they're growing up as what I like to call Babe Cave babies. So yeah, it's just a space filled with a lot of memories and a lot of little details which hopefully you see along the way.